Good morning. My name is Captain Chris Schulteis, and I'm the commanding officer of the Greensboro Police Department's Training Division. On behalf of the Greensboro Police Department, I'd like to welcome you to the graduation of our 114th Police Academy. I ask that each of you rise, if you're able to, as the recruits from the 114th Police Academy enter the auditorium led by the Greensboro Police Department's training staff. And please remain standing as the Greensboro Police Department's Honor Guard presents our national colors, and Mrs. Ashley Lowe honors us by singing our national anthem. It is the protocol of the Greensboro Police Department that members of our agency place their right hand over their heart at the order to present arms, and we would be honored if you would join us in doing the same.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Mrs. Lowe. We invite Police Chaplain Steve Good to offer the invocation. And Pastor Good might not have been able to make it this morning. We also invite Assistant City Manager Nathaniel Davis to come and give the invocation.
Let us pray. Most gracious God, we come today giving thanks for an opportunity to celebrate and recognize the lives that we've had an opportunity and you've had an opportunity to participate in, whether it be your children, your friends, your loved ones. God, we thank you. And God, we come today to thank you for these young men and women who've given their lives most graciously, to dedicate to a service that they will be committed to running to danger, to staying up late, to answering the calls when others cannot. And God, we just thank you for, again, the opportunity for today. And God, we ask that you protect them and give them peace and an understanding that most will never even understand. In the middle of chaos, in the middle of times of trouble. God, again, we thank you for this day, and we celebrate it, and we thank you for the opportunity to remember, and remember the things that you've allowed us to see in these lives, and to recognize the things that they will be, the future leaders that are here today, and those that will just give comfort and peace to someone who is having their worst day. Again, we thank you for this day, and we give you honor. In your name, amen.
Thank you. And please be seated. Now I'd like to call forward Greensboro Chief of Police, John Thompson, to offer his remarks and welcome our special guests. Chief Thompson.
Good morning. Good morning. Okay, thank you. I just want to make sure this was working here. So, I'd just like to take a few moments to offer some remarks, but first I'd like to start by thanking everyone this morning to come out in support of the Greensboro Police Department and our graduating academy class. I want to thank members of City Council. I know we have Councilwoman Mary Kay Abuzader and Councilwoman Dr. Goldie Wells here, and I apologize if somebody else came in and I missed you. I would like to thank any other elected officials, our law enforcement partners, the Greensboro Fire Department, and other law enforcement partners that may be here this morning. I would further like to thank all those from the community that have taken time this morning to come here and support this amazing organization, the Greensboro Police Department. I'd like to thank every single police officer and professional staff, all who have chosen to dedicate their time and talent to serving this great city. I'd like to take a few moments to speak with really two groups of people that I'd like to separate here this morning. First is the family and friends, those of you in the audience that are here to support the soon-to-be officers here on this stage. And then second, a few remarks for the academy class here on the stage. So to the family and friends and supporters, I ask for you to remember three things: patience, support, and pride. Patience due to the long nights, missed holidays, tough calls, and all of the difficulties and challenges that come with being a law enforcement officer in today's time. Second, support. Support for the soon-to-be officers here on the stage as they come into one of the most trying professions in a time where support can be lacking and recognition for this amazing work can sometimes be minimalized. Lastly, pride. Not pride for the members on this stage. I believe everyone here today has that pride in showing up and supporting these members. But be proud of your role in their success. Recognize that their achievements and their successes are your achievements and successes. And be prepared. I don't know, it's in me, I just can't stay on script, so I apologize. I have to get off script every once in a while. The wonderful anthem that was sang by Mrs. Lowe, I guarantee that she never probably thought when her husband, Sergeant Jason Lowe, became a police officer that she would at some point be asked to come on stage and sing in front of an audience. So I just prepare everyone here today. You may be asked in the future to support somebody here on the stage. Maybe you'll be asked to sing the national anthem. But you may be asked in some capacity beyond being here at graduation to support the officers here on the stage today. Now to the graduating class. I ask you to remember 4 things. I spoke about these 4 things a little over 9 months ago here on this stage when I was sworn in as Chief of Police. And these 4 principles are principles that I have looked to for guidance in my career, as well as my personal life. I ask that you consider these as you start your career here at the Greensboro Police Department. The 4 principles are compassion, service, hard work, and humility. All things we do, we should do with compassion. As our motto directs, we protect and serve. Always remember to serve. Serve the citizens and serve your colleagues around you. You will never go wrong if your actions are centered on serving others. Hard work. Hard work is a principle I have tried to live by every day. In my speech, I said that in most rooms that I walk into, I feel like I'm not the most talented individual, not the most intelligent individual, but I would say that I try to make it my goal to never be outworked by anybody on any room that I walk into. I'd like to share 2 quotes I use to remind myself about the benefits of hard work. A quote from Pele, who's a great soccer player. He said, "Success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love what you are doing or learning to do." And another quote from Gandhi, "Satisfaction lies in the effort, not in the attainment. Full effort is full victory." Lastly, do your work with humility. I'm sure most of you, like the officers who came before you, did not get into this profession for recognition. Please always remember to keep a humble heart. If you ever find yourself in need of humility, I have a pair of 8-year-old twins at home that humble me every day, and I'm sure they can humbly bring you to your knees, and I'm not afraid to unleash them if needed. In closing, I just want to say thank you to the family and friends here to support our graduates here on the stage, and thank you for the graduates on the stage for not only choosing the noble profession of law enforcement, but for choosing the Greensboro Police Department. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. A police officer will face numerous challenges throughout their career, and no one can do this job alone. As the Chief said, to be successful is essential to have the support of our family and our friends, and it is through your support that these 17 recruits made it through this academy, and we thank you. Now, please let me take a moment to introduce our training division staff. These dedicated individuals are committed to the success of our organization through the development and education of its personnel. This staff works tirelessly on numerous projects and programs while providing unwavering support to these recruits as well as our sworn officers and professional staff. They are truly a team of professionals with whom I'm proud to be associated. Lieutenant Cassandra Dark, Sergeant Jason Lowe, Corporal Dan Hayden, Corporal Chandler Miller, Training Officer Catherine Branson, Training Officer Chris Wingfield, and Ms. Michelle Hebbard. I would also like to thank members of the Greensboro Fire Department who are in attendance today. We share our training facility with them and are grateful for their support and their camaraderie. Thank you. Historically, the Greensboro Police Department presents several very special awards during Academy graduation. And today we will honor the members of the 114th Police Academy who have distinguished themselves. I call upon our Police Academy School Director, Sergeant Jason Lowe, and the Training Division staff to present these special awards. Sergeant Lowe.
All right, I'm Sergeant Jason Lowe. I'm going to start out with the highest academic achievement award. During the course of the academy, the students are given 40 areas of instruction ranging from constitutional law to driver's training to mental health awareness. Every student must pass each block of instruction while also preparing for a comprehensive state exam at the end of the course. The amount of studying required is demanding, both physically and mentally, as more material is presented over the course delivery. During each class, we have one student who separates themselves academically by achieving the highest overall average during the academy. For the 114th, this student finished with overall averages of 92.93, and training staff's pleased to present the award for the highest academic average to recruit CODA. All right, next we're presenting the Captain T.D. Moore Memorial Physical Fitness Award. Each student's required to pass a physical fitness standard as set by the state of North Carolina. Each student here on stage took the challenge on and successfully passed the test. Just as with the academic award, every student's tasked with meeting these physical goals as the academy proceeds, but there are always students who far exceed standards. For the 114th Academy, one student entered the academy in excellent physical shape. They continued their hard work, and they was a top performer in our physical fitness assessments. I'm going to invite Captain Corey Flowers to present the Captain T.D. Moore Memorial Physical Fitness Award.
Captain Dan Moore began his career with the Greensboro Fire Department in 1997 before joining the 77th Police Academy in 2000. During his 25-year career in public safety, Dan excelled in every aspect of both professions, from tactical operations and undercover work to training and coaching. A key consistency in Captain Moore's routine was daily, imaginative, rigorous exercise and physical training. He could regularly be found in any one of the police gyms or pounding the pavement early in the morning or late at night, preparing for his day to come. Captain Moore also regularly joined the planned runs with whichever academy was in session, generally as the highest ranking, we'll say that, always as the highest ranking and the oldest officer in the runs, typically leading the formations. Up until his cancer diagnosis and untimely death in late 2021, Dan always led the way, and his infectious spirit lives on with many in our agency. Each academy class recognizes its recruit with the most impressive overall physical fitness standards through the 7-month program. For the 114th Police Academy, we are proud to present the Captain Dan Moore Memorial Physical Fitness Award to Recruit Wills.
All right, next is the Firearms Award. The Firearms Award is presented by our firearms instructors to the student who displays excellent marksmanship skills. In addition to this award, each student is eligible for an individual award for scoring a 98% or higher during their qualification course. The recruits that reach this level of proficiency are recruits Wyatt, Quintana, W-Con, M-Con, Campbell, and Bill. Congratulations to those for scoring high. Over the 2 weeks of firearms, students are taken from basic firearm terminology to a state-required combat course where accuracy and weapon control is tested under stress. Students range from never having fired a weapon to being well-versed in firearms use. One student was chosen from this class based on their firearms qualification scores and their overall firearms course performance. The recipient of the Firearms Award for the 114th Police Academy is recruit Wyatt. The SCAT Award. SCAT's an acronym for Subject Control and Arrest Techniques. It's the course that incorporates what you may know as defensive tactics. Each student is given instruction in handcuffing techniques, subject control, and officer safety. The department SCAT instructor chooses a student who not only demonstrates proficiency in the classroom and mat room, but also personifies those immeasurable components of heart and drive. For the 114th Police Academy, the recipient of the SCAT Award is presented to recruit Agostinelli. All right, the delivery of the Police Academy is an opportunity for each of our new employees to be given the state blocks of instruction while also becoming a part of the city of Greensboro and their new family at the police department. The 114th Police Academy consisted of roughly 1,000 hours of instruction that is provided by our assigned training staff and many instructors throughout the department. Each instructor brings something to the class that they are assigned and are an integral part of one of the best instructional academies in the Southeast. Even with all of that, we have instructors that step forward and demonstrate a commitment to both the department and the academy students. For the 114th Academy, one instructor was chosen above the others for their level of dedication in providing excellent instruction, quality work, and meeting the rigorous demands placed by both the state of North Carolina and our training staff. This instructor received excellent reviews by the students and was the lead instructor on a block that many students identified as one of the best that they sat through. It is my pleasure to present the Instructor Award for the 114th Police Academy to Sergeant M.A. McFadder.
In the back of every police officer's mind, there is a knowledge that death or serious injury may someday be our fate. Oh. Right, Sergeant McFadder was here. You didn't wait for him. It's no way to treat the Instructor of the Year. Brad, I feel like I should give you the opportunity to give a speech now. I will start over. In the back of every police officer's mind, there is the knowledge that death or serious injury may someday be our fate. As law enforcement officers, we recognize this, but we learn to deal with this possibility and keep it in perspective. We learn to cope with the possibility of death in a variety of ways, and we do as much as possible to ensure the odds are in our favor. Unfortunately, we are not always able to control the conditions or circumstances we encounter. For one family, this ultimate price was paid on June 27, 1978. On that day, a brave hero, Greensboro police officer Michael Gray Winslow, lost his life in a vehicle crash while responding to assist another officer who had called for assistance. Although any police death is a tragic event, Michael's death was made even more sobering because of his youth, just a few months beyond his 21st birthday. Michael is a member of the 50th Police Academy, and since Michael had not yet turned 21 at the time of his class graduation, he had to wait until February 16, 1978, to be sworn in as a Greensboro police officer. Although Officer Winslow's career was very short and ended tragically, his enthusiasm for police service endures, nurtured by his family through their sponsorship of a very special award presented in Michael's honor. As a continuing memorial to Michael, his family sports the Michael G. Winslow Memorial Award, which distinguishes overall excellence and professionalism exhibited by one member of each graduating class. The Michael G. Winslow Memorial Award is the highest honor an Academy graduate can receive. This award is presented on the basis of selection by the class members themselves and serves as a lasting testimony that its recipient was found to possess those personal values, attitudes, and abilities which are characteristics of a true police professional. Presenting this award is Assistant Chief of Police Doug Tabler, who received this award as a member of the 73rd Police Academy. It is my honor and privilege to announce the recipient of the 114th Police Academy's Michael G. Winslow Award to Recruit Quintana. Now, as is customary at our Academy graduation, a student is selected to represent them. At this time, now that he sat back down, I call forward Recruit Quintana to deliver the class address.
Thank you, Captain. Good morning, everyone. My name is Matthew Ryan Quintana, and it's a privilege and honor to speak to all of you today on behalf of this 114th Police Academy. First and most importantly, from our entire academy, we say thank you. To our command staff, the academy staff, all of our instructors, the officers that came out and assisted during our practical applications during our training, our family, our friends, everyone that has gathered with us on this special day. Thank you for putting up with all of us over these past 6 months. Thank you for being patient with us. Thank you for providing us with the opportunity and environment to grow into what you see in front of you today. We definitely did not start this way. We started the academy on Monday, March 27, 2023. We were told where to park, we were told what to wear, we were told what was expected of us, but one thing we were never told is just how quickly a group of strangers would bond together and become molded into what you see today. The Greensboro Police Academy was physically, mentally, and academically challenging for us all. 26 weeks of courses, tests, physical training, and practical applications that are designed to mold you into a completely different way of thinking. And we all came from different backgrounds. Whether you were a bouncer, a retail specialist, a delivery driver, a tow truck driver, worked for the county, a pastor, you came from the military, you worked security, or you came right out of college. What you see today is a group from different walks of life that have sharpened each other to prepare for this profession of law enforcement. Greensboro Police Department stands for specific values: honesty, integrity, stewardship, respect, trust, and accountability. We were told these values, taught these values, trained in these values, and let me tell you, we even have it on posters on the walls. But if I had to select one thing that rang true in all of us, that would be honesty. Of the 35 blocks of instruction that we received, I would dare say 90% of the classes started with our instructor encouraging us in the importance of truthfulness. And in honesty, there's integrity, stewardship, respect, trust, and accountability. Without this, you can't have any. The truth today is Class 114, we did it. We fought, argued at times, laughed, made jokes, we broke a table, we crossed a river, we ran a fire tower just, a couple of times. We renewed some car registrations. We learned to drive fast together, We repaired some broken car windows. We learned to handcuff about 1,000 times. We pretended we were tactical. Bought one too many snacks at the vending machine, the honey buns. Watched each other get tased, delighted in the slight discomfort of OC spray. We've been through a lot and are finally here. The best thing about today is knowing that we're at another beginning. Our training's not done, but the beginning of the rest of our careers is before us. Today's graduation is the culmination of the hard work and dedication of the individuals before you. So please join me in applause for the 114th Police Academy. The challenge I have for the 114th today is this: be a servant. Galatians 5:13 through 14 says this: "You, my brothers and sisters, were called to be free, but do not use your freedom to indulge the flesh. Rather, serve one another humbly in love. For the entire law is fulfilled in keeping this one command: love your neighbor as yourself." We are stepping into a profession that puts us at the front line of our community's best and worst days, with everything in between. When we get out on the street and start putting everything we've been taught into effect, remember that our duty is to serve one another. The 5 fundamental truths: people want to be respected, to be asked rather than told, the desire to know why, to have options over threats, and to have a second chance. What may seem like a random encounter in the street may be an opportunity to show respect and truth to someone that needs to know we are here to help and to serve. Thank you.
Well, now comes the part they've been waiting 6 months for. Sergeant Lowe, at this time, please prepare the 114th Police Academy for graduation, receipt of their diplomas, and the badges of their office.
Class, on your feet. Left face. Forward, march.
I invite Lieutenant Dark to the podium to present the badges.
At this time, I will call each recruit up to receive their diploma and have their badge pinned. Each recruit has selected a loved one to pin his or her badge on them for the first time. If you will be pinning a badge, I would ask that you line up to my right, your left, along the wall, and begin walking to the stage as I read your loved one's name. They're going to be in alphabetical order, so the A's move to the front. Okay. Joseph Augustinelli is being pinned by his girlfriend, Chloe Puckett. Daniel Beal, being pinned by his fiancée, Angela Coleman. Kobe Benson, being penned by his fiancee, Jonathan Paradis. Seth Austin Campbell, being penned by his grandmother, Rebecca Campbell. Ashley Graham, being penned by her father, Wendell Pollard. Moeed Khan, being penned by his father, Safir Udin. Waleed Khan, also being penned by his father, Safir Udin. Chasten Coda, being penned by his fiancée, Charlotte Davis. Aaron Maddox, being penned by his grandfather, Patrick Sullivan. Braden McDaniel, being penned by his wife, Kaylee McDaniel. Matthew Quintana, being penned by his wife, Tiffany Quintana. Mark Richmond, being penned by his mother, Bobby Woods Jordan, and his wife, Sierra Richmond. Eli Snyder, being penned by his wife, Caitlin Abrams. Matthew Starr, he's being penned by his mother, Kimberly Starr, father, Quint Starr, and his girlfriend, Rachel Thompson. Matthew Watson, being penned by his wife, Taylor Watson. Kiana Wills, being penned by her partner, Imani Sky. Jacob Wyatt, being penned by his fiancée, Amber Wagner. Thank you.
I will now ask City Clerk Angie Lord to administer their oath of office. And a special thank you to Lawndale Baptist Church, who provided the Bibles for each of our new police officers.
Good morning. Please place your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Joseph Thomas Augustinelli.
I, Daniel Brockfield II.
I, Kobe Dwayne Benson. I, Seth Austin Campbell.
I, Ashley Nicole Graham.
I, Moeed Khan.
I, Waleed Khan.
I, Chasten Andrew Cota.
I, Eric Lane James Knight.
I, Braden Walker McDaniel.
I, Matthew Ryan Quintana.
I, Mark Everett Richmond Jr.
I, Eli Reed Snyder.
I, Matthew Wyatt Starr.
I, Matthew Wayne Watson.
I, Kiana Janae Wills.
I, Louis Jacob Wyatt.
Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution of the United States.
the Constitution of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I do further solemnly
I do further solemnly
and sincerely swear
and sincerely swear
that I will be faithful
that I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to the state of North Carolina
to the state of North Carolina
and to the constitutional powers
and to the constitutional powers
and authorities
and authorities
which are or may be established
which are or may be established
for the government thereof,
for the government thereof,
and that I will endeavor to support,
and that I will endeavor to support,
maintain, and defend
maintain, and defend
the Constitution of said state,
the Constitution of said state,
not inconsistent with
not inconsistent with
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
to the best of my knowledge and ability,
to the best of my knowledge and abilities.
so help me God.
So help me God.
I do further solemnly swear
I do further solemnly swear
that I will be alert and vigilant
that I will be alert and vigilant
to enforce the criminal laws of this state,
to enforce the criminal laws of this state,
that I will not be influenced
that I will not be influenced
in any matter
in any manner
on account of personal bias or prejudice,
on account of personal bias or prejudice,
that I will faithfully
that I will faithfully
and impartially execute
and impartially execute
the duties of my office
the duties of my office
as a law enforcement officer
as a law enforcement officer
for the city of Greensboro, North Carolina,
for the city of Greensboro, North Carolina,
according to the best of my skill,
according to the best of my skill,
abilities, judgment,
abilities, judgment,
and according to law.
and according to law.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, officers, and welcome to the city of Greensboro.
Congratulations, officers. As you know, the past 6 months have been challenging, and all of you rose to that challenge. This is not the end, but the beginning of what we hope will be a long and rewarding career for you. That career will also be filled with challenges, and my hope is that you continue rising to them. 6 months ago, during our block of instruction on ethics, we discussed the noble reasons and motivations that led you to this career. I ask that during your most challenging days in this profession, you remind yourself of those reasons and the importance of serving your fellow citizens. Sergeant Lowe, you may dismiss the 114th Police Academy.
114th, right face. Forward, march.
This concludes the graduation ceremony for the 114th Police Academy. Thank everybody in attendance for coming, and we ask that you wait in the lobby area while our new officers complete some necessary paperwork, and then they will join you in the lobby. Thank you and have a great day.